that's alright. Sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing all night. Just like a choir in church on a Sunday, and like a miner back to work on a Monday. Mama sang it around our old home. It feels like something that you've always known. So sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yes, we can sing all night. Lift you up, it'll never let you down. Put on a smile where you once held a frown. It's all we need, baby, you just never knew. So sing with me and you won't feel so blue. Oh, sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yes, we can sing on. Sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yes, we can sing all night. Oh yes, baby, we can sing all night. I said, darling, we can sing all night.
Welcome to the Cabin Fever Sessions. My name is Mike, all the way out here in Laramie, sponsored by Western as Fuck and Gems on VHS. We got two good buddies in the room here today, Pat Reedy and Gus Clark. How you doing, boys?
Doing good.
Oh, right on there. Pat Reedy, you're in Nashville, Tennessee, correct?
Yes, sir.
Weighing out the quarantine, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. And we got Gus Clark in Seattle. How you doing out there, Gus?
Doing all right. Sun
Right
is
on.
shining today.
Perfect. But is Dick's Burgers open?
Yes.
I know, we can't just get over those Dick Burgers jokes, but yeah, this is now the second stream of the road where we've had somebody from Seattle, so strange occurrence here. Let's get right into it, boys. Pat Reedy, country legend, icon, sex symbol. Tell us a little bit about yourself for the people that don't know you.
I am neither a country legend or icon or sex symbol, but
you sure drink like one.
Well, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been living here about 5 years. Me and Gus Clark was supposed to do a tour through Arkansas and Texas and Louisiana and a little bit of Alabama in April, and obviously that's all fucked now. So here we are doing this instead. We were going to co-front a band, combination of bandmates, that Pat Reedy, Gus Clark, and the least of his goners or some shit.
His long gone problems.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, and Gus, kind of tell people a little about who you are really quick. I'm sure people are kind of interested to know.
Yeah, I live out here in Seattle, and I got a great kick-ass country band called Gus Clark and the Least of His Problems, and play a lot and tour a lot. We got an album we're finishing up, and Pat and I have toured some out here together, and we just did a tour last October down through Texas. I brought my bass player, he brought his steel player from Sweden, and our good friend Ryan Elwell played drums. And it was a blast, and so we're itching to hit the road again, but with both of us have albums that are coming out soon. So the timing was all there, but can't predict these. Apparently, we can't predict these kind of things.
And then it was all over.
But here we are. We're glad to be hanging out at least this way. What we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, boys. So right now on the tour, where would you guys be right now?
I'd be flying to Nashville on Tuesday.
Perfect.
To start out our tour. So.
Well, it's a huge bummer that you guys can't get on tour here, but this is why we're doing this. We're doing this for the artists that, had these unfortunate occurrences happen here. So during this stream, anybody, if you want to tip our artist on the super chat here on YouTube, make sure you click the little dollar button right there. If you like what you see, all donations go to our artists today. Also, their Venmos will pop up, and if you just want to give them a little bit of a bill there too, that's the way to do it. So, boys, we're going to do the ceremonial coin toss here. How about we do heads for Pat Reedy and tails for Gus?
I'm a tails man.
Your tails, man. Well, it is tails, so. Yep. Why don't you start us off with a couple of songs, and then we'll come to some questioning.
All right, I'm going to take these headphones off so I can hear myself play a little bit. And here we go. This one I wrote about riding motorcycles. One of the few things we still can do. With the blacktop flying by beneath my feet, I'm about as happy as a working boy can be. And you can count up all the bugs stuck in my teeth. Life behind bars never felt so free. And now I'm laying, splitting in back road heading. She's running fast and clean. Just a country road, me and my machine. They see when it's two wheels twisting down that two-lane road. It eases my mind, lightens my load. And I'm racing the sunset to the hills. Is it because my sweat that's giving me chills? Now I'm laying, splitting in back road hitting. She's running fast and clean. Just a country road, me and my machine. Yeah, the worries of my day, they get left behind. Yes, and I'm proud to say that I'm cruising on something I built. But man, that's a whole lot of work trying to get yourself killed. Now I'm laying, splitting, back road heading. She's running fast and clean. Just a country road, me and my machine. I tell you I'm lane splitting, back road heading. She's running fast and clean. Just a country road, me and my machine. I said it's just a country road, me and my machine. That's how that one goes.
That was excellent there, buddy. What song was that?
That's called Me and My Machine. That'll be on the new album.
New album. And when are you planning to have that out, buddy?
I just sent it off to mastering yesterday. So getting the artwork together and getting the mastering done. And we're probably just going to put it out digitally at first and look into vinyl later, since it's hard to generate any kind of money right now.
And for cassette fans, too, can they look forward to that?
Yeah, I know our good friend Rich Russell is talking about starting a cassette label, and there's some great folks out of Arkansas at Tape Dad that I've been wanting to talk to as well. And I'd love to get some cassettes out there in the world. We always rock cassettes in our van on tour. So.
Speaking of Rich Russell, that's how we all met during Rich's little 40th soiree, as it were.
Indeed.
What a time it was. We all thought you were hilarious and knew you were a hilarious guy when we heard you say that, like, well, you have to go to bed when you start seeing the buses roll by.
Oh yeah, the school buses are a sure sign that you have sufficiently partied the night away.
Absolutely.
That's officially long after the birds done the chirping. That's your first warning. School buses? That's yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, people jog? Oh, yeah.
Well, awesome. Gus, you got another one for us, buddy?
I do. Let me switch it up here a little bit. Here's one I wrote about partying a little too much. Well, I hope I die young. Yeah, I hope I die young. If you're not too old, or too old to die young. Yeah, I stay out late. I stay out all night. I wake up in the morning and my head ain't right. So damn my liver, damn my love. In a whiskey river, I'm just a diving duck. Well, I hope I die young. I hope I die young. If I'm not too old, I'm too old to die young. Well, I hope I die young. I hope I die young. If I'm not too old, I'm too old to die young. And they say burn out before you fade away. So I'm burning my candle at both ends every night and day. I don't get much rest. I guess I'm just too wicked, and I got a bad habit. I can't seem to kick it. So I hope I die young. Yeah, I hope I die young. If I'm not too old to die young. Well, I hope I die young. Yeah, I hope I die young. If I'm not too old, I'm too old to die young. Something like that.
Hot damn, that's some great accordion playing there, brother.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely there, brother. Well, Western as Fuck is always welcoming, accordion players from around the world here, and always happy to have Gus here playing some nice little tunes for us. Which one was that there, brother?
That's called I Hope I Die Young.
Oh, I couldn't tell there. Well, everybody in the chat is just loving that one right there, especially our buddy Ben Galloway.
Nice. Good to see you, Giant.
Good old Texas love out there. So what's the inspiration for this next album here? What are you going to expect from this next opus of yours?
This is more really diving into my original stuff. I put out an album in December of 2018 that was some sort of obscure and more known country covers, and just to try to get an album out there and showcase the band. And now we've been able to put down a bunch of my songs and try to get a little, I think it's like 7-song album out there, and kind of just try to feel it out more and figure out our sound. I'm lucky enough to have a really great band, and so I can take a pretty simple song and those guys make it sound choice.
Well, beautiful. I love the energy coming from that, man. Let's do another song.
Cool. I'll do one of Pat's favorites. This is called Thoughts and Prayers. As Pat like to say, you can have one or the other. Thoughts or prayers, that is. All right. You read the paper, shake your head.
say what a shame. In a week, can you recall their names? Well, people are cruel and the world isn't fair. So I'm sending out all my thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers, a whole lot of good they'll do. I'd send money, but my bills are overdue. Oh yes, and these empty gestures, somehow they get us through. Sending thoughts and prayers to you. Another young man shot down today in the street. Oh, and his mama falls down crying at his feet. 'Cause she knows her son could never get a deal that's square. So she is asking you to send your thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers, a whole lot of good they'll do. I'd send money, but my bills are overdue. And these empty gestures, somehow they get us through. Sending thoughts and prayers to you.
This is usually where the really good solos happen. Shout out to Jonah Byrne and Owen Fair.
I can't afford to pay much attention. I can barely pay my rent. I can't keep track of how all my time and my money gets spent. I don't have any answers, oh, but I'd like you to know I care. So I'll send out all of my little thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers, a whole lot of good they'll do. And I'd send money, but my bills, they're overdue. Yes, and these empty gestures, somehow they get us through. Sending thoughts and prayers to you. Yes, I'm sending thoughts and prayers to you. I'll keep sending thoughts and prayers to you.
That was for you there, Patrick. How do you feel about that?
I love that song. I do. That's brilliant, man. That's a kick-ass song.
Thanks, Pat.
So was that on your album there, Gus?
That'll also be on the brand new one.
The next one, yep.
Next one. So what are you planning for the next album to come out?
Well, I'm hoping we can get it out pretty quick since we're just most likely going to start with the digital thing. So hopefully within the next month or so, I'll have some actual album artwork. Like I said, everything's sent off to mastering, and we'll see.
What's it like producing an album during the time of COVID?
Just as much of a pain in the ass as not during the time of COVID. I feel like even anything, it's better because people are like less distracted. Like when I send stuff to my engineer, it's like, yeah, shit, I'll do it right now, you know. And I love that attitude in general, and I try to keep that for myself, especially during these times of like All right, I guess I'll work on that right now. I got shit else to do.
Well, that's perfect. Do you have a name for the album?
I don't yet. I'm taking suggestions.
Well, we can probably take suggestions there in the super chat. Remember, friends, on the super chat to my whatever, make sure that you tip at the bottom there. Press that little $sign. All donations go to our artist today. And now for Patrick Charles Reedy. How are you doing there, brother?
Patrick Charles, is it?
I looked on one of your first albums and it said Patrick Charles Reedy there. And I just had to make a point there. Was that what you went by once upon a time?
No, I think you might be mistaking me for another Patrick Reedy.
Oh, apologize. Well, Pat Reedy, why don't you go ahead and start us off with a song?
No, really, there's a Patrick Reedy out there. I forgot all about him. It's on YouTube. You can find it. Yeah, Patrick Charles Reedy. I'm Pat Lee Reedy. Anyhow, totally different person. Yeah. You want to hear a song?
Well, absolutely. I'd love to hear a song. And if anybody in the super chat has some suggestions here, make sure you throw a tip and a song suggestion for our pal here.
All right. Excuse me. When you and your friends were at school trying to sneak into bars, you don't like that I was somewhere sleeping outdoors. And along the way, I forgot the way I am. When your path struck mine, I found you holding my hand. I ain't never had much, it's true. That it mean that much to you. And I do hope that you find that one and only. And the song wrote for you. My town lonesome made of blue. My town lonesome, but it won't be lonely. I wouldn't mislead you, it takes too much to try. And you know me, love, I can't remember a lie. Didn't ask for much that I didn't need as well. Hell, you used to be an honors kid, and I used to sleep on the L. I ain't never had much, it's true. That it mean that much to you. And I do hope that you find that one and only. And the song wrote for you. My town lonesome made of blue. My town lonesome, but it won't be lonely. You got that old time, it's overlooking your eye. To tell you the truth, I can't say I'm surprised. That new love fear in your head fade away. That woman like you'll get from taking in strays. From the rivers to the mountains blue, I carried a pack and I paid my dues. And I do hope that you find that one and only. And the song wrote for you. My town lonesome made of blue. My town lonesome, might sound lonesome, but I won't be lonely.
Awesome there, Patrick. Really good stuff, man. And I'm going to stop calling you Patrick. I screwed up earlier. I was doing a little bit of research, and for some reason, Spotify fucked me up there. So apologies about calling you Charles there, bud.
Yeah, so there is another Patrick Charles Reedy, right?
Absolutely. You're going to have to get your lawyers on that one. Where are you originally from, Pat?
Well, I can tell you first and foremost that there's probably about 6 million Patrick Reedys throughout the Irish diaspora throughout the world. But I am I was born in Meeker, actually. Meeker, Colorado. I was raised mostly in Illinois. Kind of scattered across the map, man. And then I lived down in New Orleans for a while. More of my adult life than any place else. I lived in Nashville for the last 5 years. Actually, lived in Pinedale for a little bit, too.
Pinedale, Wyoming?
I lived in Gillette as well.
Oh, shit. Mentioning Gillette. Our engineer, Ruben, is actually from Gillette, so that you guys could probably swap some sad stories for that. I know. He's saying sorry right now to hear that.
He's from Gillette?
He's from Gillette, and he's one of the smartest Gillette people I've ever met because he got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, Gillette's kind of fucked, man.
I tell ya, and you ain't right if you from right.
I've worked in Wright too. I worked in the oil field and gas field shit, all that.
I believe it. You did. I'm actually kind of curious because we talked the first time you and I actually talked on the phone. We talked about you train hopping. Is that where it started? Was there in Gillette?
No, fuck no. That started out in New Orleans, or that was me leaving Illinois. But I ended up in Gillette when I was trying to make money in the coal mines. I went up there to work in North Antelope Rochelle mine. And then the mines went on a hiring freeze, and I ended up working on the oil field and going out to Pinedale. But I went there to make money. That was long after my train riding days were over.
Gotcha. Did you work in the mines near Gillette?
I tried to. They were on a hiring freeze.
Gotcha.
Because coal went low, and then they weren't hiring anybody.
Yeah, we recently went through a huge little bust here up in that area. Closed a couple of mines. Have you heard about it?
I honestly haven't paid attention to that industry, and now that I'm no chance of getting involved in it. North Antelope Rochelle, man, weren't they loading like 6 trains a day?
Or more, yeah. But
I mean, like, holy fucking big mine.
Big fucking mine. We went to the Rojo Cadero mine up there for a Discovery Channel shoot one time. Crazy fucking place. The tires on those vehicles those bulldozers that push all that coal, yeah, those tires cost about $50,000 each.
You talking about the 17-foot tall tires and the 5-story tall haul trucks?
Yeah, that one. The one you would bring to your to prom.
No, they're like 5 stories tall, them fucking trucks, man. And the thing, they run along haul roads, right? So, like, there's no speed limit. That's production. You have to, when you're on sites like that, because I've worked doing, where you're, line of containment ponds and, like, other separate contractor work, you have to radio in, light truck crossing haul corridor or whatever it is. So the trucks know that you're coming. It's like they have the right of way. You're crossing their path.
I believe it. What year did you do that?
Fuck, what was it? 2010? Something like that?
Oh, okay. Right on. Well,
no, it was never coal dumped, like the price of, because it was like right about then, and I just like came up there and the door closed in my face.
Well, party on, Wyoming. Why don't you play us another song, Pat?
All right, here we go.
see what I'm gonna play here. Here's a song off the last album that I did. Except it sounds different because I don't have a band either. But for now, we'll get through this. Blacktop road in the big sunshine, running down the middle of my mind. Open highway, open all night, run through my head like a river of wine. Two black crows sitting on a fence, one turned over to the other, one said, it's cloudy skies and it looked like snow, so don't mind the weather so the wind don't blow. What she said and what she meant don't make or break no deal for me now. New Orleans and Tennessee is all about the same to me now. If you wanna get to heaven, just a D-I-A. Put on your collar and your T-I-A. You wanna get to hell in no short time, get a good-looking woman and a job in the mine. What she said and what she meant don't make or break no deals for me now. New Orleans and Tennessee is all about the same to me now. If you wanna get to heaven, heaven, hell, sit right down, take a big old swell. Stuck in time, looking down the tracks, 2 steps forward and 1 step back. What she said and what she meant don't make or break no deals for me now. New Orleans and Tennessee is all about the same to me now. You know.
Great stuff there, Patrick. I was just notified by our producer, Brian, that we actually lost all of our followers in the northeast part of Wyoming. So bye-bye, Gillette.
You kidding me? I wish.
No, I ain't kidding
I
you.
wish. That's too funny. No way.
they've been meaning to do this for years. They're pissed off that they're not featured this heavily. You know, I always thought it was crazy that Gillette was a big enough town that they were able to get people like Willie Nelson to play there.
Like when Cole was doing how well?
Just a little bit to have Willie there, I guess. But I guess not good enough to have Pat there. Have you played in Gillette?
Ah, hell, man. I lived at the Circle L Motel, and there's a bar that's the immediate next business to it. I forget the name of the goddamn place, but I have played in there just for the shit of it because I was living in a motel and off a hitch and working. But I worked in Wyodak, where the coal mine / power plant is.
Yeah.
Much to do. Me and this gal, that was my life, man. I lived in a motel with a mean-ass wolf dog and a girl from Michigan who was not very happy with me for the situation that she was in. So I'd go play in that bar. Had some good times. My truck broke down. I got my first ride
to the drilling location that I later got a job at from a stranger, this like old drunk dude that I met in the bar, and gave him $50 to drive me out to like where the fuck it was, 30 miles outside of Douglas. And
Old
like,
drunk
showed
guy
up
in
long
Gillette.
enough for me to get out of the vehicle, throw my shit in the trailer, in the man camp trailer, which is on location, on the drilling location, and then he like wandered around a little bit, weirded some people out, and then fucked off and back into the desert. It was like, all right, dude.
Old weird drunk guys in Gillette. That's nothing supernatural. Did they have a rib and chop there when you were around?
A what?
A rib and chop? It's that steakhouse that has like there's chains all over Wyoming. It's good eating, but goddamn is it expensive.
I didn't have any fucking money when I was in Gillette, man. The first paycheck I fucking got, we got out. We literally bought a truck with every penny we saved together that wasn't broke down and had a blown head gasket, like the truck that got us to Gillette. Sold that sumbitch and drove directly to Pinedale, where I had a better job and wasn't in Gillette. I'm sorry if you're from Gillette, by the way, anybody who might be paying attention, but. No, if I had a dime in Gillette, it went towards going someplace other than Gillette.
Well, congratulations for getting out of there, man.
Dude, it was winter time. My girlfriend couldn't walk down the street to go to the library without people screaming like "whore" and shit like that out of trucks because she was a woman walking down the sidewalk. Like, nah, no thanks. We went over to Pinedale. Things were a little bit chill. I'm not making this shit up, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
I don't think there's anything to sugarcoat about Gillette. Put whipped cream on it. It's still Gillette. So you probably played a couple of places in Wyoming, right? Like besides just Pinedale and Gillette.
Oh, Laramie, a good bit. I like Laramie a lot. You know, I got good friends there. Buckhorn Bar. Wait, no, it's a Saratoga. That's another place. When I was a hobo, I used to fucking walk into the Embassy Lounge in Green River with a guitar and just for the shit of it, and post up and play some songs. It wasn't really a career move because I didn't really have a music career back then, but I did have a good time, and generally about crawled out of there. So.
I like Green River. That was one of the first places I hopped trains from one late night in Cheyenne at 10 o'clock at night. It took the train all the way to Green River, had breakfast, and then hopped on a train and went back.
No shit. Yeah.
Yeah, train hopping, I gotta say, is probably one of the most. You get to see some of the best sides of the country, but goddamn, is it boring.
Yeah, it's a lot of waiting. It's also then like sometimes then it's a lot of walking, like 10 miles with the pack full of water, and then surprise, it's raining, and then double surprise, you're running from the cops through the woods, and they're gonna put down your friend's dog. It's awesome, you know, and then it's great again because you're crossing the Continental Divide in Montana, and there's a forest fire, and it's insane, you know. Yeah, are you friends with Stumps at all?
No, I'm not. I'm not friends with Stumps.
Me and
have you ever heard of a guy named Irish?
Oh, fucking Irish. God,
you'll see his tag on most walls, probably around the United States. But
he's to kill people or some shit. Or he's trying to rob you.
He is the only hobo I know out there that will straight up. He carries a gun. He'll rob you, and if he doesn't like you, he'll kill you. So it's always nice to have something valuable on you.
Yeah, I always kind of avoided other people. You know, oh look, other riders.
It's always the worst part when you're traveling with somebody, and you feel bad like putting your headphones in and listening to music because the other guy can't afford it, so you're kind of a dick if you do. Just personally saying, well, let's get this going, man. We got one more song and then we got to roll a video. So what are you gonna play for us next? You got any hobo songs?
Yeah, I got one for you. Actually, fuck, I did got one for you. It's the first serious song I ever wrote. Hope you like it. If I record it one of these days. I was a lot younger. By the way, thank you for having us on here, giving us a platform to do this.
Pleasure is all ours, sir.
Well, we're walking and we're talking till there's nothing left to see. Damn ties, boys, and breathing in that rain. She's a long, long way down that road. She's a long, long way down that road. She's a long, long way down that road. And it's so, Lord, get to my home. Before it gets much colder. And it's so, Lord, get me out of here. Before it get much older. Well, she's a long, long way down that road. She's a long, long way down that road. She's a long, long way down that road. Well, some will ramble, some will gamble, some will lose a foe. Some will stay right where they are, and some will just grow old. I'm a long, long way down that road. Yeah, I'm a long, long way down that road. Yes, I'm a long, long way down that road.
Great job there, buddy. Really, really appreciate that. And thanks for the shout out to us here at the Cabin Fever sessions with Western as Fuck and Gems on VHS. And we're going to go to a new segment here. Well, it's our fourth segment here of the Play It Forward sessions, which is a beautiful little rendition of covers of other people's songs through the musical community. So let's switch over to that, watch that, and then we'll be back to see you boys.
Tried to swallow the coast, dug my teeth in the sand, and taste the salt of the earth. Stuck on dry land, the shore of the sea. The four lines of defeat. The tide comes and goes. Do what you please. Hope can lift you up. Hope can drag you down. Growing tired of holding on. I hope it turns around. The stars close in, crowned by regret. Fall to your knees. You ain't seen nothing yet. Hope can lift you up. Hope can drag you down. Growing tired of holding on. I hope it turns around. The lights give in, but darkness zooms. Spitting up pearls, tangled in blue. Don't close your eyes. Twilight moves. Take a quick sip. Hope can lift you up.
That was our Play It Forward sessions there. That was Rich Russell and Ron Scott's Hope, covered by our friends Connor Donahue from New Orleans, Matt Long from Joplin, Ben Galloway from Dripping Springs, Addie Brown from Pittsburgh, Jeff Johnston from Austin, Texas, and the beautiful, the amazing, the hotness who is Laramie's good old boy, Sean Hess. Hey! We have a cameo every show, and it's always Sean. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to the Play It Forward sessions, everybody. We encourage other artists around the nation, if you're interested and want to be a part of this, to contact our friends there in Austin, Texas, who are producing this. Ben Galloway being one of them. We'll post a link or an email about how to be a part of this in the future, so look out for that. Boys, can you hear me? Are you back?
Oh yeah.
I can hear you.
Right on. Perfect. Gus, we recently just premiered a video of yours singing a song that we were so lucky to cover and shoot a video with. We were down there for Rich Russell's 40th birthday. I gotta say, like, how long have you known Rich Russell?
A few years now. Met him in New Orleans.
I've known that guy for almost over a decade, and he's kind of like a mole. Like, I don't care if it's cancerous, like, it's there, and I appreciate it. But I gotta say, like, that man is just like a fucking vampire. The guy has not aged in a decade.
He's got partying down to a science. He's my hero, my lonesome hero.
Rich Russell right now is probably watching with his parents right there. Hi, Mom and Dad. We love Rich Russell. He's a great little staple of the music community. And
I really hope he's not wearing pants.
He probably isn't. He picked me up from the airport on his 40th birthday wearing no pants and in a van.
Sounds right.
No pants.
Yeah, the
Clapping day.
no pants crack shack, absolutely. But yeah, the video is doing really well, Gus, and we appreciate you taking time out of your hectic schedule to do that. That was just such a great event. Like it comes to show when people have like these, 40th birthdays or just these, decade celebrations, they really bring everybody they've connected with, and that was a hell of a time.
Yeah, Rich Russell makes the party happen.
Absolutely, really, really does. Well, Gus, let's go into one more before we close the night here. Okay?
All right, should I do that one?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's play that song.
All right, I'm gonna set these headphones down so I can hear myself. Simple melody. Get a friend to add some harmony. 'Cause it's an old song from way in the past. Not too slow, honey, not too fast. You just sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing all night. Just like a choir in church on a Sunday, like the miner back to work on a Monday. Mama sang it around our old home. It feels like something that you've always known, so just sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yeah, we can sing all night. Well, it will lift you up, it'll never let you down. Put on a smile where you once held a frown. It's all we need, honey, you just never knew. So sing with me and you won't feel so blue. You just sing a song, sing with me. It's okay if you're a little off key. If the words are wrong, honey, that's alright. Sing with me, oh yes, we can sing all night. I said, baby, we can sing all night. Yes, honey, I'm gonna sing all night.
Fine thinking there, buddy. It comes to the time on our show where we go to tell us a story about this photo. We're going to switch over to our first photo here.
Oh no.
Is it popping up, Ruben?
Oh no. I'm
No?
not seeing a photo.
Hold on, wait a minute here.
Oh, no.
We've worked really hard here. Tell us about this photo here, Gus.
That was me at 18 years old, having been riding freight trains myself, and that was my first time seeing the Atlantic Ocean at Coney Island.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I was playing fiddle at the time, and a lot dirtier, a little bit fatter, a lot dumber. And yeah, I was really excited. Ended up making friends with my friend Brendan the Pretty Good, who was working the Coney Island Sideshow. And we spent a couple days being the musical in-between act for the Coney Island Sideshow while we visited New York. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's me being a kid.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And now over to Pat Reedy. Can you tell us about this photo here?
Well, I was very drunk and very tired, and I did go
It
to
was
sleep.
your birthday.
On Stumps's floor. I think somebody had the couch.
Nope.
No?
No, it was your birthday. You had a double martini with Mr. Rich Russell.
Oh, that was the morning. Oh, yeah. It's, I remember that. That was my last time that I seen Rich Russell. We were at JJ's bar. It was the middle of the goddamn night. No, it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at that point.
At least.
Yeah, you're right. It was more like 4. And Rich Russell comes storming out the door. He's like, Pat Reedy, I'm going to buy you whatever you want for your birthday. A birthday drink. And I'm like, all right, but you have to do one with me. And he's like, all right. He's like, I'll take a dirty martini. And he's like, okay. So he storms back into the bar. He comes back out a couple minutes later. He's like, hey, the bartender said that he'd serve us. He says it's a really bad idea. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Do it. And he's like, okay. He goes back inside, and he comes back out with a big smile on his face. And you know how martinis are small, right? The reason why they're small drinks is because they're all alcohol. It's all alcohol plus an olive, right? Now, he came with these, like, 12-ounce cups of martini, which is like if he was dead sober, that'd be a fucking knockout. And then we drank them, and that's the last thing that either of us apparently remember that night. Yeah.
That's a great story there. We're happy that we digged some dirt up on you. We said some incriminating evidence there.
I'm so happy that's the dirt that you dug up. I mean,
I had to redeem myself after calling you Patrick Charles Reedy.
Yeah. Did you really think that I was the same guy as
Hey man, I poured fucking peroxide in my eye today, okay? I thought I was seeing things, okay? Anyways, it's coming to a close here. Patrick, can you take us off with one more song, sir?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. Well, thanks for having me. Gus Clark, it's great to see you.
Good to see you, Pat Reedy.
Great to hear you. Here's a song off the album that I'm still waiting to release whenever this COVID-19 shit's over with, which it will be. Hang in there, friends. You can bet your life the creek don't rise till I be home today. I'm gonna make it back home today. I'm gonna make it back home. I'm gonna make it back home. These guitar strings don't buy wedding rings, and the road of mine don't pay. I've been a tradesman by day and a loser by trade, and you stood by anyway. I'm gonna make it back home today. I'm gonna make it back home. I'm gonna make it back home. can't be what they say. But I'm gonna make it back home. Yeah, I'm gonna make it back home. I'm gonna make it back home. Hey, I'm gonna make it back home. I'm gonna make it back home.
Hot damn, Pat Reedy. What song was that there?
Make it back home.
Make it back home. Well, let's hope we can make it out of this COVID shit. Boys, I really appreciate for you being here on Cabin Fever Sessions with Western as Fuck and Gems on VHS. Huh?
The image.
Oh, and for people that missed this pretty image of Pat Reedy, we're going to show it to you, just if all you were curious. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties there. Should be there. Do you see it there, Ruben?
Steve Carlson says Facebook.
Okay, perfect. We just wanted to show everybody this pretty photo of you, Pat. But thanks again for being here, man, swapping stories with us. And to you too, Gus Clark, I hope you're all staying safe out there. And I know around this time I was also supposed to be heading with you guys on your little tour across America. I hope we can do that again sometime in the future.
Hell yeah, thanks for having us, Mike.
Absolutely. I want to thank our producer and engineer, Ruben, for putting this stream together. Rich Russell, Ron Scott, Connor Donahue, Matt Long, Ben Galloway, Addie Brown, Sean Hess, Jeff Johnston, everybody around the world that just is putting this together and collaborating and making good things happen. And keep safe and look out for our next stream next week, who we will announce tomorrow. Take care and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Am I